An Accra High Court had given UTAG and government a one-week window to try and settle their dispute out of court and report to it later. This was after the NLC had requested the court to stop the strike of the lecturers. But it appears the one-week period may expire without any action. This is because UTAG has refused to honor a meeting called by the NLC to continue negotiations. Well, let's go onto the phone lines now and speak to UTAG President at the Legon chapter, Dr. Samuel Nkumba. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us here on Johnny's Prime. Why are you refusing to attend this meeting when the court had directed that the parties reach out and resolve the issue?
Thank you very much. We respectfully indicated to the National Labour Commission that we thought that being in court with them and the fact that the matters that need resolution is between UTAG and government, it would be appropriate for rather the National Labour Commission to communicate the court advice or the advice of the judge to our employer, for the employer to engage us for a resolution of the outstanding matter. And so for us, we didn't find the National Labour Commission an appropriate venue at which both government and UTAG are ordered to appear before them in a situation where we are in court with them at the same time. They seeking to be playing a mediating role between us and government in an attempt to resolve what is outstanding between us and government. And so on the day of the appearing in court, we had the Labour Commission and UTAG. The side of government wasn't represented because they are not party to the case in question in terms of the law. And so our view was that the Labour Commission will simply inform the side of government that reported to it, for which reason we and the Labour Commission are in court, that this is the advice from the judge and that government should take steps to resolve the matters with us and report back to the Labour Commission. We thought that would have been the appropriate approach, and we duly notified the Labour Commission that given the basis, we would not be able to appear before them in the order that they sent to us.
So Dr. Nkumba, if I understand you clearly, you're saying that you'd want to start the negotiations directly with government without involvement of the NLC.
Yes, the point is this, that whatever outstanding matters that have to be resolved for UTAG to go back to the classroom is with government and not with the Labour Commission.
And when you say government, you mean what, the Education Ministry?
Well, of course, on the side of government that is engaged with UTAG by virtue of negotiations is Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, which has the responsibility for engaging in such negotiation. Other parties on the side of government include Ministry of Education, Finance, Employment and Labour Relations, and then the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. So those are our stakeholders on the side of government.
But the NLC will only be doing its constitutional job, its mandate of making sure that the impasse is resolved. And by so bringing all the parties to the table.
Our employer, who are the side of government stakeholders I've mentioned, are the ones who reported to the Labour Commission, for which Labour Commission is in court with us. And so if there is a determination from the court, it is for the Labour Commission to inform government that the court advises that settle the matters out of court. And so I must indicate also that fortunately there is going to be a meeting tomorrow at the instance of the Minister of Education, including all of the stakeholders on the side of government and UTAG. And we hope that some information positive on the side of government will come through at that meeting, and then we would know what to do.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. That's Dr. Samuel Nkumba. He's the Legon chapter president of UTAG. We booked the National Labour Commission, the executive secretary for someone to speak to, but we are unable to reach him. When we do, we'll bring you that interview.